Welcome all the BSCFI student. Welcome to this lecture number 2. Today we discuss the valence bond theory. In last video we have discussed the what is the mean by the chemical bond and what are the types of chemical bonds, and we have discussed mainly three types of chemical bond: ionic bond, covalent bond, and the coordinate covalent bond. So today we discuss an important theory called as the valence bond theory. This is an important theory, and this theory firstly was formulated in 1927 by Hitler and London, which explained theoretically the behavior of covalent bond in the hydrogen molecule. That means this theory mainly discusses with the molecule which having the covalent bond and which explain the behavior of covalent bond in the hydrogen molecule. It means how does this covalent bond will occur in that molecule, like in a hydrogen molecule. Again, in 1931, this theory was modified by Linus Pauling and J.C. Slater, which account the reactivity of combining atoms, strength, and directional nature of the covalent bond. So, firstly, we have to discuss the Hitler-London theory. Here, some of the important postulates we have to discuss. Now, see the important postulates. The first one, a covalent bond is formed when the orbital of one atom overlap with the orbital of another atom, each contain one unpaired electron. That means whenever a covalent bond occurs in the molecule, whatever the atom is present in that molecule, the electron which are present in the orbital of one atom and orbital of another atom, which must contain one unpaired electron, and there is the possibility of overlapping. If each overlapping orbital contains one unpaired electron with opposite spin, means whenever both the overlapping atom which having the one unpaired electron, and after overlapping the spin neutralization takes place. So during the bond formation, electrons are paired and spins are neutralized. Similarly, whatever the atomic orbital overlap, should have a comparable energy and having a maximum electron density between the two bonded atoms. So we are discussing some important postulates by giving the example hydrogen molecule. Now say in this diagrammatic representation, that as this Hitler-London theory postulate says that in the molecule the overlapping of the two atomic orbital which must contain the unpaired electron. Now see in this hydrogen molecule formation, the two hydrogen atom each contain one unpaired electron in the 1s1 and 1s1 orbital. So this 1s atomic orbital of each atom overlap, as we already said that must contain the unpaired electron. Now see in this hydrogen atom, each hydrogen atom having one unpaired electron, and both the hydrogen atom overlaps to form a hydrogen molecule. During the overlapping or during the bond formation, whatever the formation takes place either by any molecule, there is the spin neutralization takes place. That means opposites spin you have to measure. Now see in this H2 formation, that spin pairing takes place in the formation of H2 molecule, and that spin is a neutralized, means that you have to mention the electron, one electron at upward direction and another electron at the downward direction. So these are the important postulates of the Hitler-London theory, which explain the behavior of the covalent bond in the molecule. As each theory which have some important postulates, similarly that theory may be having some limitation. So we have to discuss the some of the limitations of valence bond theory by the Hitler-London theory. It does not give explanation for the formation of coordinate bond in which shared pair of electron is contributed by one of the bonded atom. As this theory only explains the formation of covalent bond, but it does not give the explanation of the coordinate bond. As we know, in case of ammonium ion formation, that ammonia plus H plus ion which forms the ammonium ion, in that case ammonia which having the lone pair of electron which will be shared by the hydronium ion which forms the ammonium ion, where in case coordinate bond formation takes place. So this theory does not explain the coordinate bond formation. Similarly, it does not explain the formation of odd electron molecules such as NO, ozone, etc. In such a molecule, no electron pairing takes place. Next, does not give explanation in the electron deficient molecule like diborane, in which the central atom possesses less number of electrons than required for an octet of the electron. As we can see in the diborane formation, there is the formation, the structure indicates that uh, which is an electron deficient molecule which having the less number of electrons than are required for an octet of the electrons. Similarly, it cannot explain the formation of pi bonds. It cannot explain the stereochemistry of molecules and ions, and the paramagnetic behavior of oxygen cannot be explained on the basis of this theory because all electrons are paired. The paramagnetic behavior, that means in some of the condition oxygen showing the paramagnetic property. Paramagnetic means that having the unpaired electron, but this theory does not explain about the paramagnetic behavior of the oxygen. So this is all about the Hitler-London theory of VBT, some of their important postulates and some of their limitation. So always remember, जो कोई भी इन कठिन परिस्थितियों में संघर्ष करने पर एक बहुमूल्य संपत्ति विकसित होती है जिसका नाम है आत्मबल, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज विल पावर. इफ यू हैव अ ग्रेट विल पावर you can achieve everything whatever you want. So be confident and have a do to anything. So this is all about the Hitler-London valence bond theory. On next video we will discuss the Pauling-Slater theory of directional nature. I hope you all enjoying this video, and hope so. I'm clearing your all the concepts. If you have any query you can comment. I will try to myself to solve it. So be ready for the next video.